Imagine you're having a private conversation. Not a public post, not a shared thread, but a moment where you felt safe to speak your mind. You assume you were the one in control of your words. Now, imagine there is a third party implicitly listening in. Imagine that if you share your honest perspective, even if the other person specifically asked for your guidance, the state could dismantle your career. This isn't a hypothetical. It's the reality of a legal battle that recently reached the Supreme Court, and it strikes at the very heart of professional autonomy. The case is Chiles v. Salazar. It's a story about a counselor in Colorado, but it's actually about whether the government can hard-code the outcome of a private conversation. The state essentially tried to enforce a double standard. If a client wanted to move toward a new gender identity, the counselor was mandated to provide full support. That conversation was sanctioned. But if that same client, by their own choice, wanted to explore moving back toward their original biological sex, the law made it illegal for the counselor to facilitate that talk. The state wasn't protecting a right to choose. They were enforcing an orthodoxy. They were demanding that a professional act as an agent of the state's ideology rather than a guide for the individual sitting across from them. The government's defense was that they weren't censoring speech, they were simply regulating conduct. But the Supreme Court saw through the label. In an 8-1 ruling, the court affirmed that the First Amendment is a shield. It prevents the government from prescribing an official opinion for your private life. Justice Gorsuch was clear. Speech does not become conduct just because the state wants to regulate it. This ruling serves as a vital reminder. If we ever lost the right to speak honestly in private, we would lose the foundation of freedom of speech itself. It's a win for autonomy, but a warning of how fast it can be threatened. I'd value your perspective on this in the comments. Thanks for watching.